Hello everybody. Hi, come on in, say hi, let me know you're here. I am Sandra with Painted Hands Decor. So we're gonna do a Christmas frame. So let me know when you're here. So while I am waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and get the back of these. Get these little staples out of here. Lift them up without breaking my glass. I need my needle nose pliers, but I can't find them. Don't know where they went. Just gotta make sure I don't break this glass. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Maureen. How are you? See, some of these are going to be a little harder than others to get out. Further down into the cardboard. Well, maybe not. Okay, that's not so hard. I thought it was going to be hard. How are you? We're going to do a Santa. Ooh. Maybe. Hello, Kathy. Come on. We're making progress. We just have a couple more to do. And it's tearing that back all up, but I can always go back maybe and put like some felt on it or something to kind of make it look a little nicer. Hello, Cruz. Back up pretty good, but we'll fix that later. Not gonna worry about that right now. Let me just go ahead while I'm thinking about it. Let's just get these off my table. Put those into the trash. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this back out of this mirror, and I need to go get something to clean this off with, because that is a very old and ugly looking. Oh, we need to keep that. Okay. So let me grab some water really fast so I can clean that, or actually I'll just take it with me really fast. I'll be right back. Let this set over here just for a second. Kind of let that dry on its own. There we go. So we're gonna paint this. So first we're gonna paint it a chalk paint, just to kind of give so we can kind of get a grip with the acrylic paint. So we're just gonna go in with oatmeal. Or no, it's linen twill. That's just going to kind of help give that acrylic paint something to kind of stick to. And I used a frame like just like this at last year. I think it had a little cow in it or something. It just turned out really cute. But today we're putting Santa in there. And the image that I'm using is one of Michelle's from the Crafty Basket case. It's one of her images. She just posted them like a couple days ago and they were so pretty. I was like, yeah, I need to do something with one of them. And I'll show you. And I had it printed off with paper from the library because I like the way my prints look whenever I print it off at the library versus at home. So it's this one that we're using. And so that's on paper, which is really pretty. And the lady printed off, let's see, how many did she do of these? So I think she did 2 of those. And then this is the other one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So we don't want to set that on that glass because that's wet. That's just a blank piece of paper. And then she was telling me, she says, that is so pretty, like, you need to print that off on like a heavier paper. And so I was like, okay. So she said, well, we have tan paper and then we have white paper. And we decided that she wanted to do the tan just to see what it looked like. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? So this is kind of a really light cardstock. And it turned out so pretty. So she printed off 2 images, 2 of those, and then 2 of these. So, I will be using one. I'm going to be using this one here. So, if you guys comment and you share me out, I'll pick somebody and they'll win one of each of these. And I'll send them to you with the cardstock. Okay? Just let me know that you've shared me out. And I will go by, well, good morning, Barb, and I'll go by the comments to pick a winner to send both of these out to you. And they're nice, like it's really nice. So somebody will win this. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and let's get this painted. I mean, you could, that's ready for like a frame. Just buy a frame and just put it right in there. And then you have a really nice Santa picture to hang up. And I'll even get it mailed out today. Thank you. Hi, Connie. I didn't get paint all on my shirt. Hello, Darla. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. So we're just giving this frame a coat of chalk paint just to kind of make it easier for our acrylic paint to stick. Aw, thank you, Barb. really, well, maybe not. I should have grabbed my, let me grab my little tray. Because I don't want to have to get paint off my mat if I don't have to. This will make it a little easier for me. Hello, Gloria. Inside. Okay, I already did that. I just want to make sure that I don't have like any paint that's just kind of glopped on there, because that's, you kind of lose your design when you do that. Hey Teresa, how are you? Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of want to make it cover as much as I can. Oh, thank you, Connie. All right, let me draw this. So tomorrow, I'm going to do another wood round, and we are going to use another one of Michelle's prints. We're going to use this and then a couple other different types of paper. So that'll be fun. Hello, Glenda. I just want to kind of make sure I dry it really good because I will be adding more paint on here. Close that out. I think that'll be good. Let's take and bring my rag in here, or my water in here, so I just kind of clean my brush this way. Alright, so what we're going to do is I have several different colors here. So I have, so there's two metallics. So I have three different metallics, and it's deep pink. And I got these on Amazon. There's scarlet, and then ruby red, and then I have just a regular red. I think it's red. Yeah, it's red. So we're going to use these. I haven't even opened these yet. So my husband bought me a whole big box full of different acrylics paints. I guess it was last year. So I'm just now opening them up, or at least most of them anyway. So that's a pretty color. Alright, so what we're going to do is I think we're just going to kind of get a little bit of each. That's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? So that was the scarlet. And this is the deep pink. Really, really pretty. And this is just the red. So we're gonna use a little more than that. That's a really pretty red. I just kind of want it to kind of match his hat. And then this one here is the ruby red. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna paint it. Oh, definitely gonna be adding colors to this. It's a little brighter than I want it. It's pretty, but it's definitely gonna have to be darkened up a little bit. But that's where, you know, like your wax and these other colors here will kind of help with that, I hope. And then maybe do some rub and buff on it. It'll be really pretty. So I'm gonna make sure I get in all the areas here. Hey Sandra, how are you? So we are working with one of Michelle's from Crafty Basket Case, one of her images today. This one is the one that we're working with. And I had it printed on a tan cardstock. And then here's the other one that I'm gonna do later. I thought was super pretty. And if everybody sprinkles me out and they comment in the comments, kind of engage, I will send this to these two to somebody. Facebook hasn't been pushing me out lately, so I'm trying to get my algorithm going a little bit better. That's a pretty red. Once it's dry, and it actually really is pretty. I'm just thinking it's a little too bright for since I want to do more of a vintage look with this. So I'm going to kind of vintage it up a little bit, but it is a really pretty color. And I hope that my metallics will look good with it. Let's get that out of our way. Hello, Doretha, how are you? Yeah, the reds are pretty. Taking it from somebody that really doesn't care a whole lot about red, but I have been like here lately. Sorry, it's kind of loud, but I'm just trying to. Try not to make it loud. Hi, Mary. We're missing a few little spots here. Let's see, spot right there. Once I kind of spin it around, I'm seeing more places I need to touch up. Some more of that. That's the spot. I need the red. back around and just make sure, because I don't know how well I don't want that on there. I don't know how well the metallics are gonna cover up. So I just want to make sure that looks good. Okay. So that's when you go around and do the sides. I mean, everybody's already doing Christmas stuff, but that's how fast these holidays are going by, guys. Just get started in one season, and then it's already time for a new one to start. I don't know where 2025 went, honestly. Kind of got like a shine to it. All right, so kind of what I want to do, I guess, is just kind of go through here and just kind of add a little bit of these other colors, because it does have like some deep, like some almost like purple colors kind of mixed in with it. Like see it really good, but it's, you can tell. Let's try to get this side here. Try not to get that, I got some of that linen on it too. So I gotta make sure that goes off. So some ways that you look at it, it'll probably kind of it'll look red, and some will kind of look a little pink. Have some different colors coming through here, subtle colors, but you know, they're not going to be really dark. Okay, that's where I got that linen at. Fix that. Hold on. Okay, I think that's really pretty. There we go. I don't know if you guys can really see it. It's really pretty. That was the spot I missed. So it's not going to be your traditional red. Don't want to leave the heat tool in one area too long because it will bubble your paint. I've done it many times. Hi Patsy, hello Gloria, hi Sherry. Okay, should have got some gloves from the store. I don't think I have any because I don't like messing with that rub and buff without having something over my fingers. Tear a little piece of plastic off. See which one I want to do here. There's just the gold leaf. I have the European gold. That would be really pretty, I think. Autumn gold. Autumn would be pretty because it's got a lot of, it's kind of got some deep colors in there. Antique gold. I think I want to do, maybe I'm going to do the, what is it? The autumn gold. I think that'll be pretty. I'm just going to cover my fingers all I'm doing. If I can open it. Because sometimes they don't open very easily. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of, let's see, how I want to do this. It's going to be hard to do with this bag, but I really don't want to do, I really don't want to put my hand in the, I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna have to do it. I can kind of control a little bit more. Kind of touching on these raised parts. It's going to get in other areas too, but I'm not too worried about that. I guess I could go back and fix it if it in some areas. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Karen. Oh, that's a little too much there. This is a pretty design. It's just kind of hard to get the details on it. Aw, thank you, Sandra. hope you're doing well. Still gonna have a lot of gold on it, which I think is gonna be pretty though. And we'll use a little bit of wax too. So, hit the inside of here. I really don't like this bead on my finger. Kind of hard to keep that off of everything else. Try to keep this in one place. A little bit more and we'll be done, guys. Remember, guys, I'm giving away 2 prints on cardstock for whoever will sprinkle me out and engage in the comments. You've got to let Facebook know that you like this video, and then so they'll keep pushing me out there. Because they have slowed down on that a lot lately. Okay. Really didn't want that like that, but I think it'll be okay. my lid. Hello, Patricia. Alright, so let's get some wax. Let me see what I do with my little brush. I can never find half my stuff anymore. Dirty it up just a little bit. I have a rag there, but it's wet and I don't want to use that. I do too. I love Rub and Buff. It's so pretty. And then the wax kind of goes in and kind of tones everything down too. It'll kind of deepen these colors a little bit. Hi, Bonnie. I like that autumn. That's a pretty color for the Rub and Buff. So we started over there, so we're just still going. We're still going. Get in here a little bit. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it. Just taking some of that off a little bit on this side here. And you can also do that with white wax. If you are using dark wax and you put too much on, you can always take the white wax and brush over it, and it kind of lifts some of that dark wax off. Just a tip in case you didn't know. All right. All that work, all that pretty work. I do too. I love it darker, to make it darker. And just kind of vintaged it out a little bit. All right, so we're gonna set that to the side. We are going to find something to dry this off with. Let me grab a towel really quick. This is this didn't dry all the way. It is an old glass, so it's not going to be really pretty. But I guess that'll help add to the vintageness. Okay, so we're just gonna set that back down in there. We need to trim this off. As you can see, I'm hoping this is going to be the exact size. And it's not. So it's the exact size this way, which is not the other way. So we're gonna have to wax that. Let's see. Okay. This is such a pretty print. Glad I did just go cut that out because I thought it was going to be the same size as the opening. I really wish this would have printed an 8x10. I don't think this is not quite an 8x10. I wish it would have like been a full page. Still pretty. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. That glass is definitely old. I may replace that glass, I don't know. Gonna go back here, like that. It definitely looks vintagey. I just don't like that line there. Definitely looks vintage. Just trying to figure out what to do about that. We can darken it up with some wax maybe, or I don't know. Just kind of maybe try to take that straight line off there. You guys know how I am with straight lines. Don't like them. Bring this down here too, so Okay, maybe. Well, got it on his beard, but that's fine. Okay. Let's try it this way. Okay. Put the glass back in. I think that's still gonna bug me. It's pretty. I think I just need something to go around that edge. And I don't know what. Scoot it over. I was trying to decide if I can maybe scoot it over just a little bit. I'm scared to cut it like. I think it was pushed over this way. Maybe if I could just trim this off. Just a little bit, maybe it'll go more towards the center. We're gonna see. That glass, I'm definitely gonna replace that glass. I think. Well, hang on a second. So eventually I will figure this out. I mean, it looks good. Just, that's a lot better though. Actually a lot better. I'm almost wondering if I could trim just a little bit more. You know what? I bet I could. Bet you I could. This side. All right, let's try that. It seemed like we were getting somewhere. Okay. Not bad. I would probably just leave it there. I think that looks good. Let me turn it around and I can show you guys. So it took a lot of that edge off of there. I think there's like a little bit like over on this side here, but it's not like it was. I think that's so pretty. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it. We're going to leave it. Oh no, I didn't even plug in my glue gun. Oh boy. Well, I did have it plugged in, but I unplugged it because I didn't think I needed it. Okay. Well, while we're waiting on that, I guess we could see if anybody sprinkled me out. See if anyone commented in the comment section. And if not, you guys have a couple minutes. You could do that if you want to try and win these two prints today. They're on cardstock. So they're really, really pretty. So these will go to somebody who has sprinkled me out. and has commented in the comment section. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes while my glue tool is heating up. And then other than that, we're done. Not putting any florals or anything like that on it. Thank you, Barb. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? It's hot yet. Not quite. Let me just kind of get this glued in if it'll get hot enough. Hello, Karen. Come on, let's work for me. Finally, it's kind of somewhat coming out. I was gonna change out that glass. Oh well. Totally forgot. Totally forgot. Hello, Ernestine. How are you? Guys, if you're just jumping on, share me out and comment in the section. In the comment section, I'm about to give away 2 prints. Two Santas. And if I say your name, make sure I have your mailing address. I'm definitely have to put like something on the back of this to make it look a little better. Some belt or something maybe. Let that set for a second. So these are the 2 prints that you will get, or somebody will win. And these are from Michelle from the Crafty Basket Case. And if you guys, if you don't know who she is, you need to go to her page. She's got all kinds of beautiful prints there. She works hard on those prints. And I hope I put the, okay, I did. I was making sure. Because a lot of times I put the hanger at the other end. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead. This is what it looks like. I think he turned out really pretty. Does look vintagey. So that is our Santa for today. And I do plan on doing this one sometime soon. I just don't know when. So, alright, guys. Let me find somebody. Hold on. Okay, you ready? got to be somebody commenting. Barb Holland, she says, love the Rub and Buff. All right, guys. So, Barb, I think I do have your email address or your mailing address. So I'll get this to you, and then you can make some frames and hang them in your house. That's what you'll get. You'll get this one, and then you're going to get this one. Beautiful. So, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will, like I said, tomorrow we're going to be using this print, and that's from Michelle's Crafty Basket Case. So we're going to put that on a wood round. It's gonna be, I hope it'll be cute. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye guys, love you.